I'm Lynn Hardman, getting ready to lead another 45-minute power lunch kettlebell workout. This one you'll need a chair, some weights. If you don't have weights, you could use like a laundry jug. I just happen to be really close to my washer and dryer. And body weight only will do just fine. In fact, that's how we're going to warm up. So I'm going to get some music queued up and we're going to get started. It's been a while because we had Martin Luther King Jr. Day last Monday, and I didn't want to miss the wonderful program that we had in our local community here. If you don't know, I'm coming to you live from Yellow Springs, Ohio, home of Antioch College, where I used to work. Anyway, it was also the alma mater of Coretta Scott King. And I got to see Martin Luther King Jr. give the commencement speech back in 1965. I was only like 3.5. Anyway, he came and it was wonderful. Anyway, let's get started. You'll need some water. I'll put on some music. We're going to use our 45 seconds of work to 15 seconds of active rest. That's not a lot of active rest. So when we're doing these exercises, which we'll warm up and then we'll rehearse, if you need to stop at any point because something hurts or you're just out of gas or it's just not right for you today, don't push it. Train, don't strain. I'm wearing my U.S. Tank top because Winter Olympics are going to get started in about a week from this Friday. And I get excited about that. It's good to have events. Sometimes people aren't internally driven. So like if you need an event to motivate you, maybe not the Olympics, schedule something like 5K or whatever, and it'll help keep you on track. Maybe these workouts can help keep you on track too. We're gonna limber up. Hopefully you've got a nice space with, I don't quite have the height in my back porch that I need, but hopefully you can spread your wings, spread your legs, and use the space you have to move gradually, sinking into your hip hinge, knees, ankles, and really activating your feet. Kind of push your feet and toes into the floor. If I didn't say so earlier, I'm Lynn Hardman, and I love sports. I love competitions. And strength training helps us stay in the game. Also helps us to perform better. But if you're not a sporty person and you're just interested in health outcomes, strength training is key, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Maybe just twice a week for 45 minutes. If you're doing it in good form and you're doing it to the best of your abilities, it's going to have a great effect on you and your overall health. Good. All right. So you won't need weights for this first round. We're going to practice the 7 exercises we'll use today. And then we'll choose to load them up if we like. So let me get our timer on. The first exercise is going to use a step up. Now, a standard chair is 17 or 18 inches. A standard step stool is closer to 8 or 9. So you might, and be careful, we're going to step up alternating. You might want to start with a lower step. And if you don't have a step, just follow along. I'll show you 3 different ways. First with no step, then the 8 or 9 inch, and then the 17 or 18 inch chair. If you have a chair, make sure it's sturdy and flat. Okay, so we've got choices here. You could just do knee lifts if you don't trust your chair or you don't have a chair. Or you can pretend you're stepping up with one leg, up with the other leg, or maybe you've got a step stool. You could come up and down, alternating your lead leg. You could just do tap down, same effect. Or if you want and it doesn't hurt your knees, you could do a alternating step up to your higher step. So choices there, but we're just warming up. Keep moving in between the 45 seconds. Our next exercise is an alternating reverse lunge with a triceps overhead press or a kickback. I'm going to show you a kickback. So we're stepping back and then squeezing. As we come up, we're straightening at the elbows. It's a small move, but it's very good at isolating the triceps and the rear deltoids. So think of touching your rear pockets and then straightening your arms. Alternating your step back lunge. Some people call that a reverse lunge or a rear lunge. Whatever you call it.
10 seconds.
Use your full, safe, comfortable range of motion. Okay, next exercise is a figure 8 with our kettlebell. And it could be a swing, so kind of a wide squat stance. Hip hinge, brace. And we're going to take that kettlebell and weave it around, pushing your hips forward. If you don't feel safe doing the figure 8, you can just do a swing or an alternating one-arm swing. I'm going to try the figure 8 today. It gets a little bit more of the side lateral raise, medial deltoids, and it involves a little bit of
10 seconds.
coordination. It's harder without the kettlebell. Okay, that should get our heart rate up. The next exercise is another one that we'll use our chair. Bulgarian split squats. And you might need it next to the wall so that you can use the wall. I'm going to use right leg first. I'm going to hinge slightly forward at the hip. And then reach with the right arm and perform a drag curl. Elbows straight back. Going as low as is comfortable for you in this Bulgarian split squat. Sounds like it ought to be an Olympic event. This one is no joke, folks. So keep your weight in that front right foot. Don't worry, we'll get the left on the next cycle. But in between, we're going to put a goblet squat with an overhead shoulder press. So navigate your full, safe, comfortable range of motion. Maybe gradually hinging into your hips. A little lower if it feels fine. Keep your weight equal in both legs. Get your booty back. Keep your head and chest up. Sometimes it helps to spot a point on the wall across the room from you. Rehearsing these moves with our body weight helps us to get ready. And again, you can do the whole workout with body weight only. It's low impact, but high intensity, I hope. At least medium intensity. Now, let's do that left leg Bulgarian split squat. So your left leg is forward, bearing all the weight. And you're going to use your left arm for your drag curl. Again, don't be afraid to use the wall or a sturdy device. Maybe sidle up to a counter or a table or another chair. So you check your balance. The drag curl is drawing the elbow back. It does use the biceps and the rear
10
deltoid.
seconds.
These Bulgarian split squats are great for the glutes and the hamstrings and the quads. All right, last exercise is on the ground. I'll show you. You don't have to do it on the ground with me now. But it's going to be a pullover, sit up to stand. So you have your weight here. You'll do a pullover using your lats. Push that weight out front, and it'll help you to get up. I actually can't get up without the weight in front. So this is an option. And when you have that weight in your hands, you might be able to stand up and then squat back down carefully. Either way, this is going to be a great abdominal and latissimus dorsi exercise.
10 seconds.
And it's the last of our 7 exercises because we get a 2-minute break now. Hopefully you brought some water. Hopefully you were able to follow along. I realize everybody can't do the sit up to stand, but again, it's just another option, and you can do what you can do, and you know you. So now we're going to perform those 7 exercises again and again and again, 3 more times, with the choice to load it up, should you like. So I've got some 10s and some 20 kettlebells. You can hold a 10 with both hands, and it's essentially like pushing 5 overhead. Again, you could take a 10 and a 10 in each hand, and that's 20 third. Or a 20 in both hands, that's 10 in each hand. So if you got other weights, feel free to use them. Those tricep kickbacks with reverse lunges, you won't need a lot of weight at all. They're going to be tricky. In fact, I'm going to dig out my little baby weights. They're not baby weights, but if you're strict and you got the elbow back and you straighten, you're not going to need much more than 7-10 pounds. Even if you're here's one. It's old, but it's good. 5-pounder. That'll be fine. It's kind of cold, though. All right, we've got about 25 seconds, and then we're going to get going. You can load it up or not. We're going to begin with our step-ups. So make sure you've got a sturdy chair or a footstool that won't collapse. And it's okay to look down. I'd rather you look at it and not miss it. I'm just going to use body weight for this, guys. And alternate your leg that you're going up with. Remember the 80s and Reebok step? Well, those are some of the greatest and longest lasting fitness facility props because they're in every big gym everywhere and they work great. I think on the second and the third round, I might hold a weight to one side and that will activate the core.
10 seconds.
Just like a farmer's carry. So on the next round, I'm going to hold a weight with my right hand, and then on the third round, I'll do it with my left hand. Actually, it'll be the 4th round. Okay, reverse lunges. Oh, I only have one of these. Well, that's all right. Alternating reverse lunges. So you've got your kettlebell. Ooh, this is going to work. I'm going to make this work. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm holding my kettlebell with both hands. tapping the tailbone and then straightening. If it's easier for you to straighten as you stand,
10
try that.
seconds.
Ooh, that's hard. Probably easier with 2 separate weights. Regardless, as long as it doesn't hurt you, you're doing great. Okay, figure eights. I'm going to use my 20-pound for this. Start in the front, pass back. It helps if you hold your weight offset. Once you've got that coordination, start shoving it with a little more power. Feet pushing into the floor. Back is long and strong. So I'm coming from the front. This time,
10 seconds.
next time I'm going to try coming from behind with my figure eight. Whew. It's warming up for me. Hopefully you too. All right. Bulgarian split squats. Props, yeah? I'm going to put that there. Right leg is down. Right leg is bearing the weight. And right arm. So you might notice I'm hinging forward at the hip to put a bigger load on the butt. Don't hesitate to use a balance check. I'm using the wall. This Bulgarian split squat is tough.
10 seconds.
Do what you can. Oh, we'll do our goblet squats, and then we'll do our other side of our Bulgarian split squats. Okay. I need some room here. So, goblet squats. Wrap the weight close to your body. Power up. Ease on down. Power up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Use a little bit of a foot slap if you need power. You can even break it up into here and here to get over a hump.
10 seconds.
Okay, left Bulgarian split squat. So the left leg is down, the right leg will be up. And the left arm is going to bear the weight. Hinging forward a little bit. Woo. Balance. Don't be afraid to use your wall or your balance check.
Ten seconds.
Woo. Okay, one more exercise. You're going to pull over, sit to stand. I believe you can do the best you can do. Brace with those abs, push your lower back into the mat. Widen out your stance and get your heels close to your butt. This will help you to put that weight out front and get up. Get down nice and easy. Reach way overhead. It does help to push the weight forward. If you can't or you don't choose to do this stand up, sit up. Pull over to sit up.
10 seconds.
That's a great ab and lat exercise. Try your best. And now it's rest time. Woohoo! I'm gonna have to make a little adjustment for my tricep kickbacks. Hopefully you're making some adjustments on the fly. Get it some water. Whew. So, if something's not working for you, do not hesitate to go to the other options. So remember, a footstool, a sturdy one, that's great for your step ups. Alternate your lead leg. Look at the step. If the chair is too high or you don't have a footstool, just grab a weight, rack it, and do some alternating knee ups. And it'll just sort of, duplicate the same muscles that would be strengthened from doing a step up. A standard stair is about 8 to 9 inches. All right, we got 2 more rounds. Oh yeah, well, I do have another little weight. Maybe I'll try a 5 and a 3 with my triceps extensions. Remember with those, keep the elbows from winging out. Keep them tucked back in and push straight back. Okay? 2 more rounds left. About 8 seconds. Oh, we better get set up. Alternating step ups. I'm going to hold a weight in my right hand. And try stepping up and staying straight. And then alternating the step up leg. By holding it to one side, it's a core strengthener. Trying not to lean. This is a brains exercise because you have to remember which leg you're leaning with. It shouldn't be that hard, but if you're talking like I am, that's hard. Ooh, that was a good one. Next time I'm going to use my left arm and load up on the other side. Okay. Reverse lunges. I'm going to step to the side so you can see. Hip width stance. Touch your back pockets or imaginary back pockets. We go down as we come up, straighten those elbows. Hinge at the elbow. Keep them back. It's almost like a cross-country ski push-off or a slalom ski push-off. I'm cupping
10 seconds.
the bottom of the weight with my thumb to help push it up. See that? Holding it kind of like a hammer, put upside down. All right, Bulgarian split squats. Just moving the chair around is a good part of this workout. Right leg, right arm. Hinging forward. Going as low as you feel comfortable. And then pulling that elbow back with the drag curl. Do your best. Pushing out of the heel activates glutes. By the way, this front knee should be kind of moving in the same direction as the big toes, or the second toe and the big toe, i.e. it should not be caving inward. All right, we got our goblet squats. This is going fast. I need some ceiling room here. Rack your weight, thumbs up. Get your booty low and back. Power up. Breathe, y'all. I go pretty low with my goblet squats, but
10 seconds.
if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Whew. Okay. Left arm drag curl. Left Bulgarian split squat. Left foot is in front. Left arm is bearing the kettlebell weight. Right leg is up. Oopsie. You got this. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard for me. But if it's not a little bit of a challenge, it's not gonna have the change you
10
desire.
seconds.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Pull over, sit up to stand if you like, or just pull over, sit up. Feet are wide. Grab the horns of your bell. Heels are close to your hips. Bring it over. Sit up. And if the spirit moves you, get up. Whew. Tuck that tailbone. Brace with the core. The key to getting up is getting that weight out front to pull you up.
10 seconds.
Oh. Yes! Break time! How you guys doing? Good? Uh-oh, I lost one. Hey, even 20 minutes of strength training is great. One more round. I chose to load up the alternate step ups, holding the weight in my right side, trying not to tilt into it. So on this last round, I'm gonna hold it in my left hand and try not to tilt. It's just the concept of core stability. Here's to stability, strength, and mobility.
1.
Okay, step ups. Oh, my bad, y'all. Oh, I left out the figure eights, but that's okay. We got a lot of step ups. That's good. It's a functional exercise. No wonder that last round went so fast. Whew. All right. I'll check my notes better. Alternating reverse lunges. Now my weights don't match, so I had the 5 in my other hand last time. Touch your back of your pelvis. Keep your hip width. As you step back, hinge into the knees. As you step up, straighten the elbows. Down, up and back. If you lean ever so slightly forward, it puts greater emphasis on the glutes and more focus on the rear delts. That's your shoulders, the backs of them, and the triceps.
10 seconds.
Remember, it's a small move. This is called a tricep kickback. But it's not momentum driven, it's a squeeze. All right, figure eights that I mentioned last time. I'm gonna bring it from behind. Brace. Dig in with your feet. Drive your hips forward. Hinge. I'm going to switch to one arm alternating just so I could show you that option. Switching the hands underneath the body in case you lose your grip. You don't want it to fly out in front, break a window, or worse. Woo! Split squats. Situate your chair. I use the mat as a measuring stick. Right arm, right leg. Left leg up. Leaning forward. Drag curl. Right about now, in this workout, I am feeling kind of wiggly wobbly. It's a good sign that I'm using up the substrate of my muscles, and I'm almost done. And that's where the change occurs at the cellular level.
10 seconds.
That's enough for me. Woo. Okay, goblet squats. I'll turn to the side for this one so you can see what's going on. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Bracket close to your body. Get your booty way back. Drive your hips forward and your knees back and your feet down. Ah.
10 seconds.
Woo! One more for me. Okay. Left leg, left arm. Split squat with a drag curl. Do your best. Left leg is forward, right leg is up. On your chair. Point that elbow back. Oh, hang in there. Almost there.
10 seconds.
Oh, that's it for me. I counted 12 to 13. Okay. Pullovers, sit-ups, maybe stand-ups. Heels close to your butt. Really reach. Maybe try a couple. Get that weight out front. Maybe you could stand up. Remember, the weight's going to help you. Once you get to that sitting up position, get it out front. Ooh. It's the other end of the teeter
10
totter.
seconds.
One more. Cha. Woo! Yay! All right. Get a sip of water. We're going to finish on the floor with some bicycles, rotational abdominals, and a little bit of sideline one-arm push-ups with some hip abduction. That's where we're going. So bring your water to your mat. We're gonna use our 45-second timer for these exercises as well. Just 3 more things on the ground. And then we'll stretch because we want to lengthen those muscles that we just contracted and shorten. Okay. Find a comfy sideline position with your right arm up, right leg up. Try your best to stack your shoulders perpendicular to the floor. Hips also. So, I recommend one of 3 different arm positions for your left arm. You can outstretch it, hook that bottom leg, look down the length of your body, dorsiflex your top foot. You could simply do the hip abduction, or you could take your right hand, push it into the mat next to your chest, and push up. Okay? The other arm position is cradling your head or holding across the body. This will be the hardest. So, do what works for you. 45 seconds. Then we'll do our bicycles.
2,
Okay?
1.
Dorsiflex. Pull the navel in. One arm push-up. Try to extend. If you have your arm outstretched, you can help by pushing into the floor if that doesn't hurt you. If you want more challenge, touch your right shoulder with your left hand. That puts more weight over the pushing arm. This is a small hip abduction, but we're pulling in strong at the navel. Dorsiflexing that foot.
10 seconds.
Strengthening the gluteus medius and the triceps and the chest and the front of the shoulder. Woo. Okay, on our backs, time to bicycle. You don't bicycle fast here. Just lightly touch your outer ear. Push your lower back into the floor. Push one leg out. Bring the other knee towards your opposite elbow. And then reverse. Pull in at the navel. You got this. The closer your feet are to the ground, the harder it is for your abdominals. If your back is arching, try pushing your feet up at a diagonal or just not straightening them as much. Lift. If your neck or your throat is hurting, anchor your head to the floor and just roll your upper back, elbow toward the knee.
10 seconds.
Do your best. So this is not a good bicycle. We want to use abdominal strength. Now,
Rest.
your left arm will be up to finish strong with our one arm push-up. Left leg up, sideline. You can start with that right arm outstretched or cradling, hook the bottom leg, push, lift. Pull in at the belly button. It's a small move with the hip abduction. Do your best. I got a bump in my mat, y'all. 1 arm push-ups. Try to straighten that elbow.
10 seconds.
Finish strong. I got 1 more of these. Yes. All right. Time for some sleepy time music. Well, stretching music. Grab your water. I like to give a shout out to artists. This soundtrack we heard today is one of the Jillian Michaels soundtracks that she made some time ago for Curves when I owned a gym there, right here in Yellow Springs. Anyhow, and this cool down song is called Lord of the Dawn, and it's by an artist named Jesse Gallagher. I like to give them credit because it was free music from YouTube. You can check your YouTube audio library. It's an unmined ore of treasures for you. Okay, let's do some seated stretches today. I like to mix things up, but since we're already here on our mat, let's go ahead and get our hamstrings first. Maybe stretch your legs out in front of you, open up gluteal furrow, and gradually, slight bend in the knees or a little pedaling gently, slowly with our stretches. Try to hinge forward more and more. I am not really naturally flexible. And it's okay if you're not or you are. Whatever your abilities and limb lengths and flexibilities are, we just want to maintain or gently, gradually increase them. So, hinging forward. If you can grab your toes, that's great. If you can't, you could get a towel or an old tie or a belt and lasso your 4 feet and just bring them back. Maybe you can gently peel one toe heel off the mat, other for a little extra stretch. Maybe you could pull both heels off and feel a calf stretch. Great. All right, let's do some leaning over to the side, quadricep stretches. This is kind of a mirror person position. You can come down to that forearm and hinge at the knee and grasp the laces and open that knee back. Lengthen through your spine. Quadriceps and knees are kind of tricky. So if this position doesn't work for you, we're opening at the front of the hip. You can just sort of put that rear leg on the ground and kind of ease very carefully back to open this front of the thigh, front of the hip area. Stretch will be felt here a lot from those Bulgarian split squats. Ooh, those were doozies. Excellent. Now, from here, just swing it to the other side of your mermaid stance and see what position works best for you. This one, frankly, for me is best. So I can feel it. Or here, holding the laces of the shoe, lengthening from the knee up through the hip joint and through the crown of our head, almost like a figure skater, gliding over the ice gracefully, powerfully. And imagine the Olympics are coming not this Friday, but next Friday, February 6th. And ooh, the U.S. has some really good chances with their figure skaters. Let's get our inner thighs now. Feet together. If you haven't seen this guy, Ilya Milinin, I think is how you say his name. we're going to do this little stretch, holding the toes, pushing hips closer to heels. Anyway, this guy, Ilya Milanen, is amazing. He's pulling quads and combos and looks so effortless. And we've got a couple of really great female skaters too. One of them, her name is Elisa Liu, Liu. And if you walk your hands behind you, you can open your chest here. Breathe. This gal, Elisa Liu, she was the Olympic champ or the world champ at age 13. I think she experienced a little burnout or just wanted to be a regular kid. Took 2 years off, and then just less than a year ago or about a year ago decided to get back into it. She hadn't skated for 2 years, and she's doing really well. Okay, let's bring our knees up and together and kind of reach behind the thighs and stretch our upper back. Curl your spine, draw your chin towards your chest. Maybe the outsides of our hips, you can extend one leg and grab this knee and draw it towards your chest. It's about time. Let's try a little rotation here. Opposite arm as that bent knee. And you can use the other hand behind you to prop up. And push as you lengthen through your spine, breathing air into the lowest part of your lungs, gradually up into your ribs and chest. Exhale. Breathe deep in this twist. And then unwind. And let's switch. First, let's get the outside of the hip. Give that some time before we do our little twist. So yeah, of course, there's other fabulous athletes out there. And I get very fascinated with how people continue to push the envelope with their strength and their feats of athleticism, and especially some of these sports like figure skating. It's very aesthetic, and a lot can go wrong. And there's subjectivity with the judging, but the whole thing is just so inspiring. All right, let's use that opposite arm and finish off with this twist. Breathe, length into your spine as you rotate, looking over your rear shoulder. Breathe deep in this rotated position. And unwind. Okay, well, that's all I have for you. You can continue to stretch on your own. You might want to give some more attention to your chest, to your calves, to your lats and sides. But hey, that's all I got time for today. You stay warm. It's a long, cold slog here we're having in Ohio. So look out for your neighbors too. Bye for now. Keep it safe and simple.